What is something that you feel people should be stressed more about, but they're not?
I think time. They should be stressed about how their time is spent.
What do you think makes people not aware of or not sensitive to time?
There could be a lot of reasons, but I think mostly it's just people don't have a thing that they want to do, so they're just kind of doing nothing, and the time just passes.
That's a very scary thought. If you had to give people advice, how would you suggest they spend their time?
Not sure, but generally don't spend too much time, let's say, looking at your cell phone or social media.
So why do people do it so much?
Because it's stimulating. It's like weed for the brain.
Are you saying that people's normal lives are not stimulating enough for them?
I think the thing is that our brains are not designed for this, because our brains are not so different from our fellow ancestors who chase pigs or cows. Our brains are designed to be stimulated by more boring things. And I think social media is just too exotic for the brain, perhaps.
What is something that you worry about for society or the world?
I think there's a problem with how people are expected to be a certain way instead of being able to pursue their own ideals. Because society is kind of pushing some thoughts onto people. Like, you gotta be rich, you gotta offer the society a lot of value, you gotta help people around you, you gotta wear expensive clothes, you gotta be successful. But I think maybe that is not most people would want, at least before they got pushed by society. We often push expectations on people. It's not just society, but we people do that all the time. But I think there shouldn't be a general rule for what makes a person good and valuable, and what makes a person not.
So it is okay to have expectations or hopes for other people, but it should not be a centralized, sort of omnipotent, ever-present kind of expectation from society. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I feel like the expectation should be something that comes from one's experience, not just because they heard some dude on YouTube saying that.
But it also seems to me that there are many people in society that actively chase after this sort of expectation. Like, they need to be told what they're supposed to be.
I think that's the problem. Some people can't come up with their own ideals.
So what is the difference between a person that sets their goals for themselves and a person who needs to be told what to do?
I think you can argue that there's no difference. Maybe the person who are told what to do also gets satisfaction from achieving other people's expectations.
I've had this question for myself from the time I was young. There are many things that I think I should do. There are many things that I think that I like. Are those things from myself? Or am I simply internalizing what I have been told or heard from others? And I think that those are my own ideas. How can we know?
You don't. And I think if you think about it, all of our thoughts are inspired or influenced by those things around us. Because without input, you can't output. If you put your brain in a place where there's just nothing, if you think about it, if you are the only thing that exists in this world, you're just like floating around in space and you can't see anything, you probably can't form any thoughts if you are born like that.
Yeah, I guess
You probably wouldn't even be aware of your own existence.
that would be very difficult to test one way or the other, right?